Mikel, what's the mood in the dressing room now? Is it one of utter relief, one of jubilation? What's it like?
It was a relief, but a very clear understanding that that the margin should have been bigger. And after not being precise enough in the first half with the amount of situation that we generated inside the opposition box, and we didn't pick the right color of shirts in so many occasions, we have an overload clearly to do that. We had to improve in the second half in relation to that. I think we did it. We generated more chances, score a goal. But after we had a period of 2-3 minutes in deep, totally passive with horrible defensive habits, that is nowhere near the level that is required against a team that hasn't had a single shot. The first time that they had the opportunity to do it, they scored a goal. And this is the Premier League. And unfortunately, we are relieved because we managed to score a goal at the end and go and win it. But we need to improve in that sense for sure.
Gary from Sky.
Mikel, there were times, I think, last season before maybe, when you wouldn't have come back to win a game like that. The grit of determination you showed to come back up at this one to the late equaliser. Is that the difference that makes the Premier League winner?
That's something very positive, but I don't put it down sometimes to, the resilience and we motivate and go. No, it's what happened before. We should have stopped the source before. And that's on us. And you have to give credit to Wolves and what they've done. I watched the game when they played Stamford Bridge, when they played against Villa, and how unlucky they were not to get a result. So I knew that that wasn't going to be an easy game at all. But we made it even harder with what we did in the manner that we conceded the goal, and that's unacceptable.
Back to 5 points ahead in the Premier League. What do you do now with this week off to make sure you go to Everton and stay top of the table for Christmas?
Well, what we have to do now is reset, give them 2 days that they can decompress a little bit, and then we have a long week that we can prepare. When we don't train, there are things that slowly they deteriorate, and the certain habits that start to deteriorate because you don't train them, and use that opportunity to do that. Give everybody a boost because we know that the Christmas period is a lot of times a season definer, and we want to be on top of it.
Tom from Reach.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I know there's always a lesson to be learned from every game, but is there ever a game like that where you just think, let's put that in a box, forget that ever happened, and move on to the next one?
Learn from that and then move on. Yes, and every time you win the Premier League, you should be happy and you should be conscious of the difficulty of it. But we made it even harder for ourselves today, and that's the big lesson that we have to do. When the opponent merits something, that's fine, and they did a lot of things to make it difficult for us. But as well, the things that are on us, we should make sure that we improve them.
Alex, BBC.
Hi, Mikel. It's a natural thing for a team to want to protect their lead and get deeper and deeper, but how would you stop your side doing that when the margins are so small and there's so much on the line?
No, it's deeper, and then we have the ball in the hands of the keeper, and we don't play, we just kick it. No. This is on us, and we have to continue to play in the manner that we have to play. We can manage the result in a certain way, but it has to be being ourselves, and we can defend deep because they commit a lot of plays, so it's a moment that you cannot press them, that's fine, but the level of activity in that block has to be very different to the one that we had.
Simon, you can stand it.
Mikel, you spoke about this week about the dangerous cycle with injuries. Is Ben an example of that, and how is he doing? How does it look? It look like a hamstring issue?
Well, exactly that. Obviously, hasn't played a lot of minutes because the previous knee issue that he had. Then the moment he started to get some momentum, he had to play a lot because we didn't have any other solution. We had to even risk today Willie because probably wasn't their best call to play 90 minutes because we were buying tickets for another injury, but we don't have anybody else. But that's bad news for sure.
So what was the issue with Ben?
Looks like a hamstring, so we don't know the extent of that, but probably tomorrow or the day after we'll know more.
Yes, and Daily Mail.
Mikel, this is the first time this season in the first half you failed to take a shot on target. Obviously, it's the worst team in the Premier League. How has that happened, and are you not frustrated?
Well, because we didn't pick up the right color of the shirts, and when you have a free header 1 meter, normally we put the ball not on target, in goal. And we put it out, and time again. It is frustrating, yeah, but this is the game. But I expect to hit the right color. You have to be one in the back post to hit it every single time at this level. And today we haven't done it, so we started to make things more difficult for us.
Okay, last couple. Dave, Guardian.
Hi, Mikel. It felt very flat inside the stadium in the first half today. I don't know if you felt that as well, but I suppose the question is, did you feel there was complacency inside the stadium today?
I don't know. Before Brentford, I called everybody at 7:30, and today was a late kickoff. I forgot to say that. But at the end, we have to completely do the game if we want to get that as well. So there's nothing to question to our supporters. It has to come from us. In the last minute, everybody was cheering and jumping off his seats. That's normal and understanding. Hopefully, we can do it from the first minute.
Okay, finally, Hamza from the Times.
Hi Mikel, I know you said you were disappointed with a lot in that match, but that last 4 minutes, was that full gas, like you said? Was that what you wanted?
Yeah, but full gas has to be from the 1 to the 96, and there were moments that we tried without being very, very efficient and probably not as clinical as we should be in defining moments. But then, yeah, and I don't think it's on purpose, but there were moments that obviously the period in the second half after scoring the goal, that is not what we want. That's for certain, and we have to improve.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you.